Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video because today I'm going to be announcing a challenge that you can all take part in. As many of you will know, my audio series doctor has his own custom sonic screwdriver. I've often been asked if I'm ever actually going to make a custom version of this, and truth be told, I have had a custom version of this for quite some time, and now I can confirm that it will be coming in a future custom figure showcase. However, prior to my doctor getting his new sonic, the previous doctor used the previous sonic as part of a distraction machine, which was seen or heard in the Series 1 second episode, Exodus of the Daleks. Now in my head, this previous Sonic was always based on a classic design, more specifically the overall design of the 4th Doctor Sonic, but with a livery more akin to the 3rd Doctor Sonic. However, I am planning a prequel story to my audio series, which will involve the previous Doctor, the subsequent regeneration into the new Doctor, and of course featuring the previous Sonic screwdriver. And that is where I want you guys to come in. I want you to design the previous Sonic screwdriver. Now just before people go running off and start making up their designs, there's a few challenge rules that I need to go over with you. Rule 1, the design basis must be the same as the 4th Doctor Sonic screwdriver. Any recolorations can be made, but any pieces added or pieces not seen on the original design will mean that your design is not eligible for entry. Rule 2, the design needs to retain an overall silver look. Rather like the 3rd Doctor Sonic screwdriver, it can have lining pieces, it can have specific pieces coloured, but it still has to have an overall silver design. However, there are no restrictions on which parts can be coloured. Even the emitter colour can be changed from red. As long as the design still has an overall silver look to it, it will meet this criteria. Rule 3, the design needs to be something new, i.e. something not taken from anywhere else, something we've not seen before, and preferably something, if you have previously made a custom classic Sonic screwdriver, that you haven't made before. I want this Doctor's Sonic design to be as unique as possible, so it really does need to be something brand new. Rule 4, your entry must include a picture of your design. It can be a drawing, a 3D rendition, anything you like, but for me to consider your entry, I need to be able to see it, not just read about it. As long as you follow those 4 rules, and your design meets those 4 rules, then you can submit it for entry, which moves on to how you can enter. There are 3 ways to enter this challenge. Firstly, you can tweet me your entry with a short description if you wish, just being sure to make sure you add in the hashtag CJP Sonic Challenge so that I can find it easily on Twitter. Secondly, as well as running this challenge on YouTube and Twitter, I will also be running it on the daily TARDIS Amino app. If you are there and you wish to enter, all you need to do is post your design and be sure to include again the hashtag CJP Sonic Challenge so that I can easily find it. There are several base Doctor Who aminos, but the daily TARDIS is the only one that I'm going to be running this challenge on. So if you do post your challenge entry on any other aminos, I'm afraid it won't be entered. Lastly, for those of you without either of those 2 platforms, you can email me at CaptainJimiPie@gmail.com and be sure to mark your subject line CJP Sonic Challenge entry and then your name or your screen name. I'm aware that not everyone may be able to submit their entry via these platforms, but I'm afraid these are the only ways I can accept entries. The reason being that entries made by other means do pose certain problems for me, so entries made by the following means will not be accepted, I'm afraid. Posts to my other social media page. Unfortunately, I'm not as active on my other social media as I am on Twitter and YouTube, so if you do post your entry to one of those pages, the chances are that I might miss it and not see it until the challenge is over. YouTube comments. As previously said in Rule 4, I need to be able to see your entry, so any comments that are just describing their design will not be entered, and any comments that contain links are often caught in my spam filter, so the chances are I won't see those either. Unhashtagged. This applies to both Twitter and the Amino app. Be sure to include the hashtag CJP Sonic Challenge in your entry and be sure that you spell it right. The reason being is that I'm going to use this hashtag to be able to review all the entries when I'm finished. If the hashtag is misspelled or it's not included at all, then the chances are I won't see your entry during the review process. I'm also only allowing 1 design submission per entrant. As much as I appreciate and anticipate people's eagerness in this, to keep it fair, any designs featuring multiple variations, or indeed variations on a single design, will not be entered. This challenge will run a week from today, and it will finish on the 4th of September. After that time, and I have picked the winner, I will notify them privately. On a side note, please don't send me messages asking if you won after the closing date. If you didn't hear from me, then the chances are you didn't win. Equally, in the interests of fairness to everyone who enters, I cannot give individual feedback to anyone's entry, so please don't ask me for that either. Lastly, however, comes something extra special. Not only will I make a video publicly announcing the winner and showcasing their design on my channel, but I will use this spare 4th Doctor Sonic screwdriver to turn the winning design into a custom. and I will be showcasing it in the announcement video. And that's basically it. If you want to enter, start designing. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot. I salute you all. I look forward to seeing your designs, and I will see you with another video very soon. Rule 3. Did I actually do rule 2?